Sui, Swashun.
Oh, and hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bin Podcast. I am here, the Waymaker, and we are joined, as per, full squad today, which is lovely to see. We have a Brenner, Duncan. We have the man, Jatan Reen. And we have super producer and podcast philanderer, Mikey Famine.
How dare you? I speak the God's honest truth, and if you're not ready for it, that's not my fault.
How are we?
Get ready.
Saying that you speak the God's honest truth when you're one of the most outspoken atheists I've ever met. I don't know
how dare you use my life against me?
How, Mikey? How is living in that greenhouse with your trebuchet in the back garden?
What's a garden? Do you mean yard? Can we get some subtitles for Wayne? Can someone hit the? Where's
I'm
the
not Liam Gallagher?
Where's the button? There's like in the corner. There's usually a button I can push to turn on the subtitles.
Like the auto translate.
Yeah, self generates captions.
Yeah,
Let me tell you, watching British television lately, there has been a lot of times where I go, "What? was that English?"
Yeah, I often get phone calls from Brenner at 3 a.m. going, "Wayne, what was he saying?
What are we doing? What happened? Did he cast a spell? I don't know. Is this Harry Potter shit or something?"
No, he just wants beans on toast.
I don't know.
Speaking of beans on toast, actually, yesterday we were making fun of Britain on our sister show, Dig on America, and it was funny because Wayne happened to be in the chat talking about how great beans and toast are in the morning.
Fantastic.
And then we started making fun of them for not using spices, and he sent me a picture of his spice cabinet.
Send the amended one, Mikey.
Man, that spice cabinet had Kool-Aid stains, flour everywhere. Every spice was on the top of every other spices bottle. It was a mess. It was an absolute mess.
We have limited space in this kitchen because we have to accommodate for all of our food plus our children's food.
Children won't eat no cayenne flakes.
No.
Come here, Florence. Time to eat. Take this, Baba. It's got atomic da bomb hot sauce in it.
Florence, I'm gonna put this bowl of chives in front of you, and you're gonna eat it all.
Eat this bottle of chives. It's breakfast. Most important meal of the day.
It's green, isn't it?
It's healthy for you.
Yeah, there you go.
But
exactly.
Brenna, do you remember Red Pop?
No.
Have you ever had it?
No.
Okay.
It's fallen on its face already.
Well, people in the chat and people in the audience, you guys can write in or hit us up on Twitter @BinPodcast. Red Pop is like it's a carbonated soda, and it looks and tastes red. It tastes like the color red.
So it like if red was a flavor, if red was on your tongue, this is what red would taste like.
It tastes like a picture of a red apple.
Okay.
Or a fire truck. It just tastes
I ate
red.
a picture of a red apple once. It did not taste good.
Tasted like paper.
It did.
There you go.
I also drank red paint once. That wasn't good either. So I'm going to stay away from color red.
Like Jartan, do you have Tizer over there?
Tizer?
Yeah. It's
no,
again
only as an STD.
Are you have you got the full set yet?
Yeah.
Good man. At least you're honest.
Yep.
No, Tizer, I would say
I'm doing it so you don't have to.
I'm saying that to Mikey's point, we have a drink over here called Tizer, and it's like it has no flavour. It's just Tizer.
You also have a drink over there called tea, and it tastes like dirty water.
Brenner.
Essentially, it does.
What?
Sick him.
You're closer to him.
Yeah, but you're more brutal with your takedowns.
They
But
live on
still,
different continents, Brenna.
Jesus
I
Christ,
know,
it
I
tastes
know.
like dirty water. It's like somebody just had some gravel in your water. It's
Well,
just
then you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
it's the
why,
same.
why are you drinking
No,
dirty
no,
water?
no.
British
So
tea
Who
is
t-
just as bad as American coffee.
hot, you put a little hot water into your cup or into your
Vessel.
tea,
hmm
your teapot. You swirl it around, make sure it warms up, dump that out, put in hot water, and then put in your tea, whether it's loose or in a bag. I'm not going to judge anybody. And then you let it steep for about 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, depending on the strength of the tea. And then you may take that tea bag out so that it doesn't get overpowering.
What? Sorry?
um.
I know how to drink
Wow.
tea. Goddamn it.
Now, Jartan, you didn't get your tea from like I don't know, like a certain doctor's office, because I think there might have been more than one game at foot.
No,
You
but
know,
the
like
guy on
he's
the street
offering you
corner-
tea. It's actually dirty water. He says
The
he's
guy
a
on-
doctor. He's lying.
And it's
Like,
what is it they call it in the Bible? Bitter water.
the guy that sold it to me was standing on the corner, and he did quite look a bit like my doctor as well. So yeah, he might be, yeah.
Same.
Did he look like the guy from Team America where he tried to dress up as a terrorist and just had like a patchy beard?
he's just
He
like,
did look a bit like you, only we don't have brown people around here. So.
it.
Oh, there
So
you go.
was he wearing a trench coat and he had like 58 watches on an arm, and then he
Yeah.
had like,
And a
Did he
false arm.
whisper?
hey man, you want to buy some whisks? And he had like all these kitchen whisks inside the jacket just because.
Would you like to buy some whisks?
Yeah, like fucking Jason
Just black
Statham and
market
lots of
whisk.
smoking barrels.
And if you look around the back, I've got other utensils.
By the way, talking about
You look like a
about,
smart man. You wanna
Jason
buy a
Statham and
motorcycle?
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. The best name on a character in any movie, Bacon. I love that.
Bacon.
Yeah, Jason Statham's character in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is called Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
It is
This-
amazing. Guy Ritchie always gives him the best names in his movies. In Snatch, he's Turkish.
Turkish.
That's better than
And
bacon.
Snatch. We got to do a watch along to Snatch.
Yeah, let's
It's
do
so
that. I love
fucking
Snatch.
good.
Yeah,
Haven't
Snatch
seen
is-
it.
Snatch.
Clip that.
Clip it yourself.
Oh,
Oh,
I
no,
hate you guys all.
No, I'm
Uh,
not part of this. I didn't do it.
I hate all of you people.
I didn't do it. Whoa, you people.
Yeah,
Whoa, see? It comes
Mm.
out.
you men.
Trump loses one election, and look how all this,
Mhm.
all of it's coming out.
Dark Phoenix Rises.
Alright,
Speaking of Dark Phoenix Rises, I watched the what's it called?
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's spoil it for everybody.
So when Optimus Prime showed up, holy shit, him and the Furbies? Oh,
Yeah. But who knew he had Darth Vader on his back?
I didn't know that. I didn't. They
I
got
actually,
me.
that was spoiled for me beforehand.
what?
I-
What
sorry.
are you talking about? What are you talking about?
We're talking about the DC Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Aren't
Yeah,
you,
but
haven't you
what
listened
is there
to
like a
anything
new?
that we've said?
No, as
Okay.
per usual. But so,
Okay.
what
I
is
see
there a
that.
new show where Optimus Prime is? What?
It's not a show.
A movie?
It's a
Yeah.
movie.
The new Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's based on real life events.
Yeah.
All
It's a
right.
documentary.
And by the way,
it should be Doctor Strange / Doctor Who, but I think that was
Yeah.
just. It
by
would
the
have been
way,
too
I
much.
still hate all of you. I am still suffering through Moon Knight, and that show is horrible, and nobody should watch it ever.
Oh, okay.
And
Hey man, you're allowed
I
to be
am
wrong.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay, that was easier.
Please stop removing each other from the damn thing. Put them back. God.
Sorry.
I thought we
didn't do
grew
it.
up.
I
I
didn't
thought
do
we
it.
I
grew
did.
past this. I thought we were past this.
No.
you can't.
There. did he call me a cunt? Is that what he?
Oh.
He said you can't. Isn't that cunt?
No, that was his accent.
Oh Lord!
Did he call-
Now he's broken something.
I think
Oh, God.
I think he's having a tantrum. Zartan, come back.
We need you.
You're our only hope. No, actually, you're not.
Oh, and what,
Speaking of that,
speaking of Obi-Wan Kenobi,
we got Kenobi coming up. Oh yeah.
See what I did there? See what I did?
Oh yeah.
I cannot wait because this show is going to link all of the real life shows with the Rebels and the Clone Wars shows all together. They're bringing in the Inquisitors, everything, and there's just going to be this massive crossover, and I cannot wait. Well done to Lucasfilms for doing so.
I'm actually excited. The one thing, because for Star Wars Day, I was watching the prequels, and
yeah,
my question was, did Hayden Christensen learn how to act? Like, there's enough time between the prequels
He's had 20 years,
and Kenobi. Did he learn how to act? And my hope is that yes, he learned how to act, because of course we all want to see the Darth Vader of the Anakin Skywalker version of Darth Vader. And I hope that it's way better than what we had before. And that's my hope.
You know, one thing that really made me sad about like him putting on the suit for the first time, that he had like the final form helmet then. You know what I mean? I wish it was like a prototype or something different, and then like he eventually went to like the full mantle main looking motherfucker. Like you should have started something else.
Just throw together something that they had.
Right. Yeah. Something that wasn't previously thought out.
A bit like they did with the evolution of the original clone troopers to the Force Awakens stormtroopers, where there was an evolution all the way through.
Even C-3PO.
Yeah.
Even C-3PO went from rags to riches, and then
he got a red arm.
Then he got the red arm, which nobody recognized him with, right? Like he was worried.
How can you tell? How can you tell?
People were like, it was just a completely different robot at that point, right?
And he's always had a silver leg.
He has always had a silver leg.
Because he's always made of junk. But yeah, I wish it was like maybe just the mouth part, and then like just like a Kylo Ren kind of cowl kind of thing, and then eventually it goes into the big thing. That was the only thing that bothered me.
as he deteriorates, maybe we get less and less of him, and so like maybe it's like
closes in
like a plate or something. Yeah.
And then his final form was Dark Helmet from Spaceballs.
Well, look, there's a progression of time here, and we must stick to it. So yes, the final boss will be Dark Helmet.
And I'm not gonna front. Whatever they put out, I'm gonna like it. Star Wars Disney's really been hitting it out of the park. Star Wars has been hitting it out of the park. It's whatever. I know a lot of people are like purists about like the sequels and shit like that, but come on, guys. It's Star Wars. Just have fun.
See, one of the biggest arguments you got from the purists was like, in the original films, it was kind of like lightsaber battles were dueling, whereas in the later films, lightsaber battles were more sort of like acrobatic parkour kind of, ninja stuff. So
yeah, Alec Guinness was not doing a cartwheel in the middle of a fight.
No, he's just.
You think?
He's just like this way, this way.
Yeah.
This way.
Oh,
and then
and then he holds it.
Jab.
Yeah.
Jab. And he just goes like that.
And then Darth Vader, being the most badass geezer in the world, Alec Guinness is standing there like this, and he just slices him like that, and then stamps on his corpse.
What corpse? It's just a cloak.
I know. But what do you think? He went for a trapdoor?
Yeah, I think Alec Guinness, like as we saw with Luke, is that he just went, and that's it. Like he didn't die; he just let himself become part of the Force. Exactly.
Transcended.
Exactly, Mike, you got it. 100%.
Wow.
100%.
There it is.
It's a deep cut on Star Wars already.
All right, and that was episode 13.
Yes.
See you
Thanks
guys
for listening, everybody.
Yeah.
With our next episode, let's tackle the new Doctor Who.
Why not? The controversy over here is going off.
I have to read into this a little bit more before I have my opinion on it. But of course, somebody's gonna have a problem with it.
All the right wingers are losing their shit.
They had a problem.
Black,
They had a
a
problem
black
with Jodie.
Scottish Doctor Who.
They had a problem with Jodie.
Yeah.
So
If you venture off the beaten path with anything that is traditional over here, it's like, oh, this is political correctness gone mad. This is the woke brigade. Oh, we're going to be cancelled for saying this.
I have a question.
Okay.
Do you know if Disney, who owns Marvel, owns any part of Apple? Because as soon as I said that Moon Knight was a horrible show and all of that, Brenda pressed me away, and my fucking computer went apeshit, turned itself off, wouldn't turn on again. I had to. Yeah, it was.
Have you learned your lesson?
I would suggest you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because there are certain key words that if you say in a certain order, it will trigger your computer to shut down and restart.
How would you know that of all people?
That show, Falcon and Winter Soldier, at least it was entertaining. It wasn't really good, but at least it wasn't boring.
I liked it.
But Moon Knight? Why?
You're not really a solving the mystery kind of guy.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I am a
the whole
solving the
idea
mystery.
was that we really didn't know anything, and
Right.
that was the type of what they were going for. Was they weren't going for we have our fantasy Marvel, we have our grounded Marvel, like Hawkeye was very grounded, which is why it was probably the worst of the series of the Disney ones, but it was more of a horror film. And that's what they wanted. They wanted it to be mysterious and scary and weird and confusing. Like it was meant to be that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I get that. Wait. I get that. I get all of that. Yeah. But all of the characters are totally flat. They didn't make me feel anything. I don't feel sympathy. I don't feel angry. I don't care about them. I don't care about which god wins what. I don't care about the weird bird guy who's walking around talking into his ear. I don't care about Ethan Hawke's character at all. Like, if he wants to kill half the world, well, fucking go for it. Everybody's so unsympathetic anyways. Oscar Isaac's worst role to date is the first time I've watched Oscar Isaacs in anything and thought, yeah, I don't care if you die.
Everybody, thanks for showing up. This is the last bin podcast we are ever doing.
If they killed Oscar Isaac's character, because there's several of them, I wouldn't care. I literally wouldn't care.
I've got to say, my biggest criticism was the fake Cockney accent. I was just sitting there cringing. I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, stop!"
No,
please.
that was on purpose, though.
oh, I'm buggered. Oh yeah.
That was on purpose.
It was
because we knew that he was not British in any way.
But it was akin to Dick Van Dyke.
Yes, he was.
That was the point.
Yes,
he was faking it. He was creating this really awful Cockney accent based on the show.
He was copying the show.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Which was bad.
Which was a bad show.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, it's just not.
Yeah, no. But I think what you're missing, Jartan, is the whole Marvel Phase 4 was massively disrupted by the pandemic, and there was a certain order to these shows meant to be coming out, and it's been sort of disjointed, and in some places it's been truncated, and certain things were meant to go for longer, and certain things were meant to be held back.
Well, wasn't Doctor Strange supposed to be before Moon Knight?
Yes.
And then it was going longer and longer. It was supposed to be earlier, and then they didn't finish certain things on it, so they just threw it into the theaters. That's why it's only 2 hours long.
The post production of Multiverse of Madness took so much longer than they anticipated, and it was supposed to come out a long time ago, and it was supposed to come out on the back of No Way Home, and No Way Home was supposed to come out a long time ago. And all these other series were supposed to fill in the gaps between. But the order, according to Kevin Feige, has been disrupted, and again just sort of jigged, and certain things were left out because it messed up certain stories that are coming out in future. There's loads of stuff online.
Sure, all of this, sure, all of this is fine, but it still don't explain how they can make it so flat, right? So if my favorite band came with an album that was badly written, badly produced, and badly played, it would still be a bad album, even if they had to postpone it for 2 years because of COVID. It would still be a horrible album. Maybe don't release it until you actually finished something and it's good.
Yeah, I think with Moon Knight, because it's such a new character within the Marvel universe when it comes to the overall thing, they had to do an origin story, but an origin story as a movie wouldn't work because of how new the character is and how sort of kind of isolated the character is.
Why is every character in that series just flat? They have no personality, nothing.
It's actually just, one has multiple personalities.
Literally the opposite.
Literally multiple personalities, and that's the whole point, is because they're switching between them.
Yes, so and none of them are believable.
Well, it's a character.
First there was no characters because everything was so flat, and now it's but they're all flat. All the multiple ones that I said didn't exist.
Every single solitary, all 10 of them are just like not there.
So let me ask you this.
No,
did you come into what you think? Hold on.
Wait, give me a second. If that's what you think I said it badly. What I'm saying is they don't make me feel anything. I don't feel sympathy. I don't feel love. I don't care about any of them. I didn't say that they don't exist. They're just flat. They're just
him calling it. So when he calls his mom and he's like walking around and like, whoa, there's the pane of glass, and he's walking around this and all that. So that was nothing.
Hello, Mum.
So that meant nothing.
Yeah. No, it was maybe a funny scene, but it still didn't create any depth to his character.
Him trying to hit on the girl, like, I'm gonna do it today.
I think it. I disagree, Jartan, in the sense of
I think you're giving him a rough shake, is what I think. I think you're not like, maybe because you had other things going on, and you weren't really like locked into them.
The purpose of dissociative identity disorder is to protect the original. And thus there is more than just this, like the personalities were when he was a kid. He created them to protect himself from what he was involved in. So it's actually incredibly sympathetic to what he was doing to himself in order to create these identities that were trying to get him so that there were, one was there for one purpose, another was there for another purpose, another was there for another purpose. And
it has nothing to do with the horrible acting, horrible editing. It's just, I don't know what you're answering.
No, you said you were unsympathetic to these characters, even though the purpose of multiple or the dissociative identity disorder is to create other personalities. So not only is there like sympathetic, but there's many different types of purposes in which you get dissociative identity disorder.
I'm gonna crunching gear change us. I just watched Free Guy.
Oh, I love that movie. I've watched it 3 times already.
So, all right. Free Guy is right from the bat, you feel for the character to create depth in the character.
All right. We get it. You don't like Moon Knight. We get it. You don't like Moon Knight. Okay.
But Free Guy, the end.
Sorry, Oscar Isaac.
You have.
He was our guest next week,
by the way. But
No, let's not spoil
There was
it.
a
Wayne,
reason
watch it.
Free Guy had a great personality, and it had nothing to do with the actual.
Stop. We're gonna spoil it. Wayne, that's your homework this week. You need to watch Free
I've
Guy.
already watched it 3 times. Like
Wayne hasn't seen it, so Wayne
well,
should
he needs
watch
to see it at least 3 times.
Okay, Wayne.
I've
Sorry,
seen it.
Wayne.
All right, Mum.
The teacher's
Fucking
assistant
hell.
gave you extra homework. I'm out of. There's nothing I can do. She has the power.
Okay, can we do a crunching gear change into the subject matters that we normally discuss on this
There's
show?
nothing to discuss.
No.
There's nothing to discuss.
Wayne, your homework. You have to watch Free Guy by next week, because next week, everybody who's listening, next Thursday, we're talking about Free Guy and what a delight that movie was.
That's a good one.
Okay.
And Mikey,
best cameo ever. Just saying.
I've got some homework for you. Make sure that the Supreme Court does not overturn Roe versus Wade. That's your homework for next week. So, good luck.
Well, I don't know if I can gather all the materials I need.
I have a Disney Plus subscription, so I can watch this film.
It's on Netflix too, ain't it?
No, it says on there Disney Plus, apparently.
I think it is in your country, but it's not over here.
Yeah, it's all about licensing agreements.
It's also the same with the new Sandra Bullock Channing Tatum movie, The Lost City, which I really want to see. By the way,
I don't like her. I don't know why.
I don't like her, but I don't know. There was something about the trailer just made me go like, this is just a feel-good action comedy, ludicrous sort of thing that that I'm just going to enjoy and just spend 90 minutes feel good in front of the TV.
Have you never seen Speed?
I don't know if it's her voice or because I don't mind like ladies with raspy voices. I kind of like it. But it's just she kind of like does the Will Smith thing where she's fucking Sandra Bullock and everything. And she's kind of like super dismissive and kind of like cutting you off. Like she plays Sandra Bullock and everything, and it pisses me off. I'm like, play the role.
Except for one.
She plays Michael Bay, Sandra Bullock. Like Will Smith plays Michael Bay, Will Smith in every film, where he has to be the hero. He has to do the.
No, but Sandra Bullock's only movie that I really thoroughly enjoyed is Murder of Crows.
I haven't seen it.
It's with Michael Pitts. Is his name right?
What was the Netflix one that she did?
The
Bird Box.
Bird Box. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
But see, I'm so inconsistent because I will watch anything that Keanu Reeves is in.
There was a conspiracy about Keanu Reeves. He always plays the solo protagonist, and he always has to be the hero, but the anti-hero. Every film, apart from Bill and Ted.
He's Nerd Jesus.
Yeah.
Like Constantine.
So anyway, in the news... Well, we were trying to get away from the news.
Do we have to talk? Brenna, we're just pulling up that handbrake.
It's just like,
do we have to talk about the news?
Yeah.
Can we do just 2 seconds because I really need to go do something.
Okay.
There you go.
That's disgusting.
There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah. Wow.
Thanks.
I hope Val's happy.
Yeah. 2 seconds. That's a record, I guess.
No, I think you guys are thinking disgustingly. Stay away from that bathroom, Val. That thing is under construction for the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
There's like caution tape.
Yeah. It's got the radioactive.
There's a guy with a stop and slow sign.
See, I was going to go for a deep cut and say they've got themselves a new chicken coop.
That should be a wedding present.
For the new house, we should send him a fucking. Oh my god! What if we fucking sent a guy over there to build a fucking chicken coop?
I was so need to do that.
He just shows up on the land and just starts building it, and it's like.
It has to be a Millennium Falcon one, or else it doesn't work out.
If we were all right, it should be in the shape of a snowmobile.
In a tree.
In a tree. Just to climb up a tree. There's a snowmobile.
And that's what they just have, like a little footpath.
Yeah, they just go around the tree.
But I want there to be railings because unlike Star Wars, I think if you have something going up high, there should be railings on it. And OSHA would have a fucking field day with fucking George Lucas. Let me tell you.
Oh, don't. What,
700-foot drop right outside somebody's room.
So, like when Obi-Wan's turning up the shield generator, and he's just got that platform to walk across. And he's just walking around the generator.
Yeah, some bloke is
without
supposed
anybody watching,
and some bloke is supposed to 9 to 5 go check all of those, and that's what his job is, to walk on the fucking edge with no fucking railing. They could have put it on the front. You know, you didn't have to walk
security
around.
on the Death Star was lax to minimal.
They were all about the weapon systems.
I mean, that was that they didn't learn anything because they didn't have any experience with the Death Star, right? I mean, as we knew, the plans were from Revenge of the Sith, right? So they were building it. They started building it. They didn't build another one beforehand to test it out and realize that there were weaknesses.
I just realized
they did really poor second one too.
I just realized something. You know how we just made this 50 jokes about there being no railings? After Luke got his fucking hand cut off, what does he grab?
The railing. But that's
fucking railing. So yeah,
that's at Bespin. That's at Bespin.
Oh yeah, that's not on Death Star.
No, that was the Cloud City on the So
thank you, Bespin, for fucking taking care of your OSHA concerns.
Lando Calrissian.
Lando was in charge.
Lando does a good job.
Health and safety fucking legend.
He does a good job.
He actually has experience.
He's like
building things.
Someone could fall off there. Let's put a railing in.
Oh, say that again.
It'd be really sexy if we had a railing right here on the edge, so that you could just lean over and look out. Yeah. You know I own this.
Look at that great fall.
Hey, beautiful.
How can I talk you into a Bespin 45? Works every time.
We're in Cloud City, where I take you to Cloud 9.
And I threw up a little bit.
Slide of the pillow.
Who just sicked up a poo?
I can taste my monster from last night.
Oh, Jesus.
I felt a little bit of my soul leave my body.
Nothing better than throwing up in your mouth with flat monster.
Oh, God.
Just battery acid and coloring.
I'm leaving.
Food coloring.
We're done. We're done with that.
All right, who's going first?
But health and safety did get better over the Star Wars films.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Because you think about, when I was leaving the Yavin 4 base, there was that little fella up with the binoculars watching them leave. But he's kind of standing out there like an easy target. You're above the trees, everyone can see you, and you're on your Todd.
And it kind of shows where the base is. I don't know how.
I didn't think they thought it through that well.
That is.
I mean, they're over there worried about the goddamn rebels. Why don't you put some fucking railings up? That's how you're losing half your fucking stormtroopers. They already can't see shit.
That's why. That's why they need railings, is they can't see.
That's what the rebels did. The rebels broke in and stole all the railings. And that's why
the speed that those platforms went out and retracted was ridiculous.
And murder somebody. You take a man's hand off. You take your femur right through.
If you're stood on that and someone presses the button to make it come out, you're knackered.
You're done. You're done, son. That's a wrap.
There's no inertial dampener on that thing.
No. No.
All right.
Again,
all right, he's back. All right, who's going first? Who's going to break our hearts first?
Zartan seems to be keen.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. Stand and deliver.
Everyone flex.
Go first. Okay. Ba-dum. So my article today is something that I know that nobody but me wants to talk about, so I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
And I'm sharing my screen. Here we go.
So For those that care, Arsenal were losing 3-0 for fuck's sake.
So nobody in the civilized world, so Wayne, this is new for you, would have missed that there is a trial going on between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, where Johnny Depp has sued Amber Heard for $50 million after she wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post back in 2018 saying she's a survivor of domestic abuse. In that article, she did not name Johnny Depp, but it was clear from the timeline that she gave that it was him. He has already tried this defamation suit in the UK and lost. I think that was not against her though; it was against a newspaper.
The Sun newspaper.
Yeah, which I lost. This time it's against Miss Heard, and she's getting slammed.
Yep.
And there are reasons for this, which we will get back to. But so, one of the people that brought us four together, Brittany Page, shared this on her Facebook page.
Hello, Brittany.
Hello, Brittany.
Get it? Because it's their gimmick, and I did it to them.
Yeah. So, and she wrote this in her op-ed. Heard wrote that after divorcing Depp, she felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out. As this trial makes clear, she wasn't lying about that. Even after so many women have come forward with accounts in abuse in recent years, the Heard trial is a sobering reminder that a victim's credibility is still a fragile thing. It does not matter what you say when no one is willing to hear it. I think about survivors following the trial from home. If this is the response a person can expect from airing their claims in court, why speak up at all? End quote. So the quote that Brittany Page, is posting here, along with the article that you can see on your screen, it's from the article that you can see on your screen. And the article is basically what, as you can see, which women do we choose to believe? Amber Heard claims an extremely famous man abused her for years. Why do so many people hate her for it? And it goes on to say that over the past 4 weeks, Heard and Depp has presented a harrowing picture of their brief yet turbulent marriage. Desmond on both sides have been painful and exacting. Heard's attorney hammered Depp for hours on his own news while his witness made dubious claims about her supposed histrionic personality disorder, and so on and so forth. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry
Jesus.
The case, and then, blah, blah, blah. Anti-Heard sentiment quickly spread beyond the comment section, spawning a whole taxonomy of memes valorizing Depp. Photos of him in the witness box are inscribed with his inspirational quotes, and so on and so forth. And I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. On my Instagram Explore page, nostalgia for a particular version of this man, unreasonably hot, widely respected as one of the most talented actors in Hollywood, appears to have eclipsed reality. Yet the fervor of his fans confirm at least some of what I heard is saying. Depp is so famous, so beloved, he could get away with almost anything. And this is what I want to talk about, because I don't know if you watched any of this trial.
Yeah.
I try to avoid it, mate, to be fair.
Yeah, but it's virtually impossible.
Everywhere.
And Val keeps watching it, like, so, you know. What they're basically saying is Depp and Heard is kind of systemic for what's going on. And this is a claim that they're making, that women who speak out are treated like this. I don't think so. But I'm a man, so what the fuck do I know? But this is not the perception that I have, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But more often than not, I feel like the woman is believed. In a very few select cases, the women are not believed.
Okay.
And in the cases that the women, and especially in this hard case, I feel like there is good reason for it, and it has nothing to do with Johnny Depp's career, his fame. There is somewhere in the article it says that his. Let me see if I can find the passage.
While you're doing that, can I just interject with my little piece? I think this is because these kind of cases should not be played out in the public eye. That they should be in a court of law where the people that are hearing the evidence hear the evidence, and then the judge comes out, or the jury, depending on the criteria, they come up with their judgment, and then that should be it. The problem that we have now is because it's so salacious and so profitable for media companies to cover this, they will embellish it and put little bits and pieces on it that will make us go, "Oh, have you seen this? You've seen that?" And that in itself makes me feel a bit icky watching it. So that's why I kind of steer away from it, because there's another case over here between two footballers' wives, so to speak. And the fact they're called footballers' wives, two other humans, but it's called Wagatha Christie. The tabloids are calling it Wagatha Christie because Wayne Rooney's missus has found out that the people that were leaking stories to the Sun newspaper was only one of two people. And she's suing for defamation. And again, massive court case, massive sort of like tabloid case. Just let them get on with it. Just leave it alone until it's done.
So the passage that I was looking for is this one. At the time, that was waging a legal battle with the UK Sun for calling him a wife beater, quote, wife beater, end quote, lawsuit he would go on to lose. Nonetheless, Depp hit Heard with a $50 million defamation suit, arguing that her, quote, demonstrably false, end quote, claims, quote, brought new damage, end quote, to his sinking reputation and career. After a judge denied Heard's request to dismiss the code, she can't be sued. So the author of this op-ed, Claire Lampin, she is calling Johnny Depp's career already a sinking ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she says, well, it's not a problem because, you know, his career was essentially going over. I had no idea. I thought it was, you know, at peak, even though we've done like 3,700 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I never felt like he was going anywhere.
I've never seen one.
He's been around since 1984 or something. And he was probably just going to, you know, stick around until he went. The thing that this op-ed, and also I think the Britney missed, is that Johnny Depp seems more likable. He seems more coherent. And we are talking about two actors here, so, and he's a fuck ton better actor than she is, but I don't, from what I've seen, the way that she moves, the way that she's described by people is basically somebody who's read a book about domestic abuse and just tries to act on that.
But Jartan, you are offering your own. So let me just quickly interject there. You're offering your own op-ed right now.
Yes, I am. I am saying what I think, right?
Yeah.
And you are more than free. And trying to say that this case is systemic to anything is not the way that I perceive it. And as I said at the beginning, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'm fine with that. But this is not my perception of this. and trying to make it out that if Amber Heard loses this case, it's a signal to women that they shouldn't speak out, is very, very fucking dangerous to share around, right? To make her, the way that she's been acting, the way that she's, she actually shat the bed, trying to make her like the poster child of domestic abuse, and saying that if she gets liable to pay these damages to Johnny Depp,
the fallout will be on all the other women who are trying to sue guys that are
and therefore I think it's a very bad case to use as this poster case to make this claim, as I clearly read, if quote, Jesus Christ, I had it. There you go. Quote, if this is the response to a person if this is the response a person can expect from airing their claims in court, why speak up at all? End quote. This is the dangerous part of this op-ed. Because what you're saying is, if Amber Heard loses to Johnny Depp in this case, fuck it, we're screwed. We're all screwed. There's no point in airing your grievances and telling about domestic abuse. And she's not coming on very well in this case as of now. Sorry.
I'm trying to just find a couple things.
I'm still suffering a bit from the respiratory corona things. I'm sorry. So,
that's grim.
I was lucky. I didn't have any respiratory stuff.
Drink some tea.
Yes. Well played.
The water in my
tap is linking it full circle. Full circle.
Somebody had to say it.
Get yourself some Earl Grey.
Exactly.
Sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, another thing that is in this op-ed over and over again is how people are mean to Amber Heard in the comment section, right? I feel like the people that scream the loudest on the internet and in the comment section are very seldom majority. It's a small minority who screams the loudest and comes with these, she's just a bitch. She deserved it.
That's why we had
true across the board on
to
so
LA.
many subjects. You're completely correct on that.
So claiming that his supporters, all of his supporters are like this is also
if you're looking at this picture,
a generalization that I really take exception to. I was a fan of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. I think she did very well in the Aquaman movie. I think she.
Anyone could have done well in that movie. It's terrible.
That's a low bar to set.
It is a low bar.
That's the favorite person in prison.
I mean, Oscar Isaac got no bail. He shitted all over Oscar Isaac. But Amber Heard was all right in Aquaman.
I like that. Oscar Isaac, very good actor. Multiple roles. We all love him.
Shit.
Fuck him. Amber Heard, who plays one-note characters.
Oh, now hold on now. I like that note, though.
Wow.
I love
one-note character, but whatever.
If she was a note, she'd be an A sharp.
Brenna just pries Jartan's mouth wide open.
Pour in some tea.
I just think it's like you take like small snippets of what I've said, and you're just like, we're just going. It's fine.
Welcome to the BinPodcast.
You love your first time.
You love Moon Knight, and that's fine.
Not your first time. This is not your first time, my friend.
No, but I'm saying you love Moon Knight, and that's fine. I don't care. It's still a shit show, and it's unwatchable.
If only Amber Heard was. If only Amber Heard was in it.
Yeah, that'd be different. She would elevate it like.
She should have been the Moon Knight.
Probably.
No, fuck it. I'm telling you now. Next week we all turn up in Moon Knight costumes. We all turn up Moon Knight cosplay.
Stop, everybody! Stop. I need everyone's approval and agreement on air commitment right now. Can we dress up for a Halloween episode, and can it be themed?
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm all over that. Cosplay the fuck. I'm going to turn up as Guyver.
Everyone hasn't agreed. Jartan, are you going to dress up for Halloween with us?
He dresses up for normal shows.
Shut up.
Don't get approval from Val.
Come on, Jartan, are you with us?
Val's dressing up right now.
Yeah.
Val,
I can find something right here to dress up as. Look at I got my derby fascinator that I did.
Jartan.
Derby.
I've agreed 3 times.
Okay. I just want to get it on the record.
I'm just not very enthusiastic about it.
You were dancing around in a kilt on TikTok. I'm just saying we'll just all have like a cool
to 5.
Yeah, to 5 of all bands.
It's work attire. You know how nice it is to drive a truck in a kilt?
No.
You know,
No.
I do not.
When you put the AC on, you know, the cool air just hits you in all the right places.
Oh, this is grim.
How did we get here and how do we get back?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I just really wanted us to dress up like the Squirtle Squad from Pokemon or something. I was just excited about it.
I'll come as disgruntled Arsenal fan.
Is there a Pokemon that has 4
Is there
evolutions?
a gruntled Arsenal fan anywhere?
We should be Eevees.
Eevees. Oh, yes.
There's 4 of us.
I claim Flareon.
Oh, she's got Flareon, bruh. Red hair.
Oh, man. Oh.
Eevee.
Oh.
Oh, shit. What is it? Jolteon.
Jolteon.
And then Jartan, he's already covered in ice. That's kind of blue. He can be Vaporeon.
And you can just be regular Eevee.
I'll be the brown one.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You might as well have been talking about quantum physics or something. I have no fucking idea. But okay, can we talk about the actual...
Speaking of quantum physics...
all right.
What with a crowbar in these things?
Yeah, but what do you think, though? What do you think, though, about the whole op-eds, sharing it, telling women, like, you shouldn't say anything, or you shouldn't give... Johnny Depp shouldn't win this because if he does, it's going to be a discouragement to all women about speaking up. This is what happened. Look at this.
But that's not how court works.
No. That's why I feel that this whole tabloidization of it all is really bad.
Johnny Cochran over here. The tabloidization of the nation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna
turn the destruction.
I'm gonna turn it to Dusty Rhodes in a minute.
Oh God, he's got a family.
Oh, I know who Dusty Rhodes is now. He's one of the wrestlers, right?
Yes.
I learned something. Yeah. But
on the hot tag, the hottest show on Twitch on Tuesdays.
Yeah, by the way, if you want
to
see me look even more like an idiot than I usually do, watch the last episode of Hot Tag.
Or watch him drive.
I'm not going there.
Of all the millions and millions of miles I've done and have few crashes I've had, once you've done the same amount of miles I have.
Mate, I drive all day, every day. I've never put my sports van in a tree.
That's because it's slow.
Your van is like, it does 0 to 60 in 3.5 weeks.
And you guys go in circles, so...
No, all right. Shit, fuck. All right, I still want to go back and talk about the...
That's about it. Oh, backwards,
I still want to talk about the op-ed, though. I still want to talk about the op-ed. So,
But you asked us what we thought about it. So, for me, I think people who don't understand how court works probably shouldn't write op-eds about court decisions. This is a civil case. So the results of this have nothing to do with precedents or anything like that. Civil cases are not, state cases are not, you know what I mean? There's like delineations of all this shit. So saying that 2 rich people are suing each other has no merit and has no. It doesn't matter for you brokies, like us normal people. It's not going to apply to you. If someone is abusing you, then lock their ass up and sue the fuck out of them. You'll be fine. Get your evidence together, lock them up, and sue the shit out of them. Get the fuck out of there.
So what? And this is what I'm saying. Like, if you write an op-ed like this, if you share an op-ed like this, telling women if Amber Heard loses, right? Don't speak out because it's dangerous. Because that's basically what she's saying in this op-ed.
Right.
And as you said, this will not have an effect on the court case at all. So what happens if Amber Heard then has to pay $50 million, which he won't? Like, that's a dream fucking figure that he's asked for. But when you've said, don't speak out, then the whole optics of that is just don't say that.
Right.
We need to keep empowering women. Whatever happens to Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, or whatever rich, spoiled celebrities around the world, we need to keep empowering women to speak out. Nevertheless,
the problem we have, the people that have their hands on the tiller are old, rich white men.
Do I get to speak at all?
Please.
Okay.
No. I'll...
Look at your screen, mate. Her hand was already up.
Sorry.
Okay.
I wasn't...
This way. There you go. Okay.
Ew.
I think when it's first off, when somebody says like, oh, it's her, it's all on her. Like the future of women believed in court, or believed in domestic abuse or domestic cases. It's all on her. It creates two things. First off, it makes us hate her, which I don't want to hate somebody for what they're going through. Because now it's like, oh yeah, now it's all on her. So if she loses, we either have to be the victims all the time or just hate on her. And I don't feel like that's what this case is about. It's not, Mikey was right. This is not about all of us. It's specifically about her and him. And I don't want women to feel like it's all on one person. It's not all on one person. Like there's this phrase like believe all women. First off, don't believe all women.
I'm not about that.
No, because that turns us all into targets about everything we say and do. We should listen, we should respect, and this is kind of why one of the reasons why I haven't really gotten into this is because like this is their thing. It's not mine. It doesn't affect me. It hurts them and it hurts their family. Mm-hmm. Why would I want to be a part of that? So I don't ever want to put like the future of women's respect on one person, because it actually does turn women against each other. And this is kind of those, it's like the those reality TV shows where it's like dating or Bachelor or right. What do you have, Love Island, that shit. Where it's all about turning women against other women. Like it's the whole point, and is to get the cat fights, get the the throwing shoes at each other. I mean, the Jerry Springer idea of how entertainment is that now we're all supposed to hate Amber Heard because she lost and she's crying on the stand, and Johnny Depp is the bad guy here because he's the big, strong, tough man with the big beard and the, no, this is not a show. These are people's lives.
Brenna, you're describing WWE. That's basically what it is. You've got a heel or you've got a face. You have to get behind the heel. Sorry, you got to hate the heel and love the face, the baby face. And what's going on with this particular case. It's been so drawn out in the media that everyone's expected to pick a side.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was not played out in the media, there's no side to pick. You let the court do its job, and then when the court finishes its hearing and comes out with a judgment, that's what we go by, because we should expect the courts to do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we live in such a commoditized world of media that we have to be told to pick a side and then go out the other side and bang our heads together.
And then,
it's like a rut.
as a woman, if you're not like, if they want you to pick a side, but as a woman, they want you to pick the woman's side. And if you're not picking the woman's side, you're anti-women, anti-feminist. You're, you know, you're jealous.
Yeah.
'Cause she's prettier, or she's, you know, all this stuff. It's like, no, I'm an intelligent person. If she's being a terrible person, it's okay to not like terrible people.
Yeah.
And by the way, two people can be terrible equally.
Yeah.
Like they can both be
100%.
terrible people. Like,
Yeah.
but
I'm
not.
Or good
I'm not
separate.
Yeah,
bad together.
Yeah, it's like they can both be. Like, we don't have to just say, "Oh, he's fantastic, she's awful." No, they can both be terrible. They can both be in the wrong. But at this point, that's not I'm not there to judge them. I'm not on the jury. I'm not in the courtroom. That's not my job.
Right.
My job is to say, like, she's not great actor, and Johnny Depp's fantastic.
Like, Your Honor, I call to the stage Oscar Isaacs.
I'm
just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Mate.
All of them.
Hello.
It's a joke.
All of them that he had to play.
Shartan, it's a joke. It's just a joke. It's
Here,
just
have some tea.
Hello, mate. What have I got to say then, brother?
I love it. I love it.
Okay.
I went down the apples and pears, didn't I? And I went to the rubber dub, and then I phoned my old mum.
To be fair, your little wet rot country has like 75 accents on it. How the hell do you even know if that's a bad one? That might be a perfectly good one.
Not only do they have like regional accents, but then they have like the Cockney accent, and then they have the posh accent. So not only is there like Yorkshire posh, but there's Yorkshire Cockney too. And it's like it gets worse and worse as you like move outward.
So I'm not allowed to speak on female things, but you can speak on English things.
I am English, Wayne.
Hey, by the way,
we're all like Welsh and Scottish and Irish, and
I'm a quarter English, mate.
German, and
we are all allowed to judge the UK. So,
the people who constantly, for centuries, never mind their own business. Now we get to fucking this game.
And you guys voted in the Tories, which you goddamn knew who was the leader of the Tories, right?
Okay. Like,
you saw him. You saw pictures, right?
No, but
you
remember
England. You did Trump. You did Trump. Do not fucking come at me with that.
All right, I can come at you with one thing. You have a piece of your parliament called the House of Lords, where you're born into it, and you're there for life. You're not elected.
Hereditary peerships. Yes, that's correct.
Yep.
So, Jartan, when we absorb you into our NATO fold, come talk to me.
Your NATO fold?
We invented it.
Since Brexit, your 2% BNP has gone, down 98%. So, well,
BNP.
GNP. I was
GDP. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I only speak 4 languages. I got it wrong.
At least get one right.
Nah.
We're not.
Read
You guys
your
can't even get the original one right, Wayne.
Wayne, do it.
You have English, and you can't even do that right anymore.
Right. Så det vi skal prate om nå, at Finlands ledere har sagt at de skal gå inn i NATO. Og det betyr at
I'm only on level 1, guys.
Yeah, okay? Slow down,
My
bro.
Norwegian is only level 1.
Inkavina.
Okay.
Not all of us are from Kashyyyk. We don't understand Wookiee.
So what is this? What's this about? Who posted this link?
That's my link.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not.
I already got it up. Read it, mate.
Get it. What are we looking at, Wayne?
Yeah, what is this?
What you talking about,
Wayne?
What
the
No, this is something that me and Jata are in dispute about.
Ooh.
Now, Finland's leaders have decided they want to join NATO. What it means and what and how Putin may respond. I'm not watching it on big screen. I apologize.
Would you like me to make it bigger?
Yeah, give me can you get me a prescription laptop?
Just rub it a little bit.
Jeez, I don't know how much more.
No. Go back to normal because I didn't have it on the right screen. I was watching.
It would be fantastic, Wayne, if you went into the chat, press the link, and then you could read it at your own pace on your own screen while Mike is doing whatever he's doing.
Making me dizzy.
Yep. Yeah, I got a bit dizzy.
I do that all the time. I even hate it when my wife has like the remote to go through Netflix because it's not going at the right speed according to my eyes and just throws you off.
Yeah, that's exactly what
watching someone else scroll through Netflix will make me fucking vomit.
Right, so let me read this correctly. Finland's Prime Minister and President have said the historical neutral country.
Time out. Do they have both?
Yes.
They have a prime minister and a president?
Yes, they're a republic.
That seems a bit overkill.
Okay.
You are basically the only republic that does not have a prime minister and...
Yeah, France has it.
Do?
Germany has a chancellor.
Yeah, Russia has it too, but they're both called Putin, and they're the same person.
Yeah, he changed the rules. I 3D chess the fuck out of you.
Yeah,
China did that too.
Yeah. So let me get back to the subject matter at hand. Finland's Prime Minister and President have said the historically neutral country, which fought the Soviets in World War II and lost, must seek membership of the Defensive Pact. We look at what it means for the Finns and for NATO countries, including the UK.
I heard Sweden was trying to join NATO too.
Yes, they are. But this is disputed by our good friend and podmate Jartan, because apparently we're getting fake news over here. So this is what I really want him to challenge us on what we're getting. This is from Sky News, by the way.
Yeah. I just want you to go back.
Okay.
And read the
headline.
The headline one.
Yeah.
No, not the headline. The next passage.
The sub. Okay, the next one. Okay. Finland's Prime Minister and President have said the historical neutral country, which fought the Soviets in World War II and lost.
Stop. A historically neutral country, which fought the Soviets in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
If you fought the Soviets in World War II, are you a neutral country?
When it comes to NATO, yes.
Yeah, they.
There's nothing wrong with that.
All right. So the only way to neutrality is not being a part of an alliance.
And they weren't, and they've not been.
No, but I disagree with the premise.
I see what he's saying. He's saying like, how neutral can you be if you already fought in World War II against Russia?
And they've they've not been in NATO and they haven't been aligned with everybody. But fuck hell, if they've been neutral, fuck off. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. They've never been neutral.
Right.
Well,
They've never even. Finland hasn't even claimed neutrality. They just haven't been a part of NATO.
So like Sweden, or not Sweden, Switzerland's been neutral, right?
And Sweden has been neutral because they refused. They actually claimed neutrality during World War II, which Finland hasn't. What?
And what's the crack with Norway?
Norway got occupied. They were,
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I remember you saying, yeah.
Yeah. So Norway and because the Finns just didn't want the Soviets to fuck all over their shit, they started fighting the Finns and the Soviets. But then they realized, oh, now we're gonna get fucked by every other country in the world because basically what we're doing is a fighting along the Nazis. And then they were like, yeah, we're just gonna drop our guns.
No, but I think when it comes to what this article was saying, neutrality means they weren't with NATO and they weren't with the Soviets. They were fighting against an invader, i.e., Russia, but they weren't aligned with NATO. That's where the neutrality comes into it, I think.
But NATO didn't exist at the point.
Yes, NATO... so they're neutral.
No. Okay, so they couldn't be a part of NATO during World War II because NATO was not a thing during World War II.
Oh, we had alliances though, right?
Yes, we're called the Allies.
Yeah, so there were alliances.
Yeah, exactly, but since you fought in World War II, there hasn't been a war which your country has been involved in since World War II. Can you claim neutrality?
Well, Sweden did, didn't they?
No, they didn't fight in World War II. They stayed out of it.
So they claim neutrality.
I think they mean like
Finland didn't.
They didn't ally with anybody, correct? Finland didn't ally with anybody. They just fought.
They just fought against people who invaded. Yeah.
If they had an alliance, they probably would have won. I think that's definitely.
I think that's where you're kind of missing, Jartan.
All right.
They weren't allied with anyone, and they just fought to defend.
And that's what I'm saying. You're not in alliance with anyone, but you're not neutral because you picked a side in the conflict, even though you're not in an.
No, that makes no sense.
All right.
Were they supposed to go with the Soviets at that point?
No, he's saying the problem with the line is, it says that they've been historically neutral, and he's saying bullshit. They have fought. Just because they haven't helped recently and they haven't joined NATO doesn't mean that they're neutral. It just means they haven't fought in a while. You know what I mean? Like, we can't say someone's like a peacekeeper or like a peacemaker when they have been in a bar fight. It just hasn't been they haven't been in a bar fight in a while.
Yeah, they fought for themselves.
Still a bar fight, mate. So they can't say that they don't fight in bars.
No, it's not. So
it's fine. Move on. He's not going to get it.
No,
it's fine.
No, the Winter War.
You guys are talking past each other.
Yeah, the Winter War, it was before World War II started, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Winter War so Russia wanted to Soviet wanted to annex part of Finland, right? Were they neutral in that conflict when they fought in that conflict?
No.
So are they hysterically neutral?
No.
Thank you. So
they didn't just sit there and let it happen. They fought. That's not that. And even if you're defending yourself, you're still fighting. So you're not neutral at that point.
But you're fighting in a sovereign sense. You're not fighting in a collective.
So Ukraine is neutral, according to you?
Ukraine's always been neutral, apparently. That was the whole point. They signed the Minsk agreements to become neutral. They got rid of all of their nuclear arms to be neutral.
Yeah, but are they neutral now?
I don't know that answer.
I don't know.
In the Ukraine, in the war against Russia, are they neutral in that conflict?
Then they're neutral in the sense of no one else is
or do they not have an alliance?
No.
Is there a difference? They're not neutral because they're
blowing up tanks. They're fighting
Jesus
them.
Christ.
They're actively.
Jartan, you can be.
I think it's definition.
Exacerbated with me as you want, but this is kind of a semantic argument because they're defending themselves, right? But they're not in. They're not in an alliance. They're not in an agreement. They're not in NATO.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, Wayne, what you just said, with what you just said.
So Oxford Dictionary states, says not supporting or helping either side in a disagreement or competition, impartial and biased. I'm fairly certain if you get attacked, you have the right to defend yourself and still be considered neutral, as long as you're not saying, "Oh, I'm for the Allies," or like they're not saying I'm for the Allies, did they?
Can you read it? Can you read it one more time?
Okay. Not supporting or helping either side in a disagreement competition.
Now wait right there.
What if you're a side?
If you are one of the sides, you
not
cannot...
belonging to any of the countries that are involved in war, not supporting any of the countries involved in war.
You can't be neutral. You can't be neutral if you're in the fight, by definition.
That's why NATO has not put any NATO troops in Ukraine.
Can't. It becomes a world war at that point.
So we've established,
which is why they're doing it. Which is why they want NATO.
We're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. All right, let's move on.
But that's why they want to be part of NATO, because then they won't get it. So if they are attacked, it becomes a war.
Everybody's problem.
Putin doesn't want to have. Well, I don't know how much he wants a war.
I think he wants to take on NATO, but I think he's wrong to do so.
Well, and if you continue getting more and more people as part of NATO, you're going to screw yourself over if you're against it.
I have to run and ask Val one thing. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
She knows everything.
So, semantically, I'm correct.
No, and you're missing that. You're not, like, the definition and the sentence is wrong. By and large, it's just wrong. Because they're not neutral.
Is there a way to improve that to actually make it more sense?
Historically unaligned.
Okay.
But neutral is incorrect. Because neutral means that they haven't been in any conflicts and they haven't...
Neutral is a stronger word in this case. It's more definitive.
It already has its own... It's loaded. It has its own details and stuff that it pertains, and that doesn't apply to Finland.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. I
can't believe we're hung up on a word, but okay.
Yeah, no, but there are reasons for this because I am Norwegian and because of the way that Finland and Sweden acted during World War II. It got harder on the country that I was born in, on my grandparents and so on, and so the stories. So claiming neutrality on Finland's part is a bit offensive to me. All right.
Right.
Because that's not the way that the story is told where I'm from.
Right.
In our history books. All right, but let's move on.
Okay. So can I move on to the second part of this?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Before you do, the thing that I was going to ask Val, because Val works at a local supermarket, right? Do you know how much flour has gone up in price because Ukraine is basically Europe's
Midwest
corn seed fucking factory?
Yeah, and vegetable oil as well.
Yeah. Yes. Do you know how much in 2 days?
It's doubled.
No, not doubled. In 2 days, in the last 2 days, it's gone up from $2.50 to $3.50. So $1 per kilo, right?
It's a lot of flour.
Mm-hmm.
That's chocolate. Jesus Christ, has doubled in price.
Hell yeah!
I've got quickly
chocolate
got one upstairs.
Has doubled in price in 1 day.
Don't you guys?
Right. I've got to go upstairs. I can hear noise from small people.
Small people.
Mm-hmm.
We don't talk about small people.
Yeah. I'll read on. Finland should apply to join the NATO military alliance. Finnish President Sauli Niinisto. How the hell do you say two I's?
Niinisto.
Sauli Niinisto. Sauli
Niinisto.
Niinisto. And Prime Minister Sanna Marin said in a joint statement on Thursday. The statement of intent signals that a formal application is likely to come within days. It is another major development following Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February, after which countries around the world have been forced to rethink their alliances in the wake of a more aggressive stance by the Kremlin. Yeah. He's gone now, so.
Yeah. And I fucked with Wayne earlier. I said that this is fake news and it's not true, but it's all true.
That's up.
I
just
wanted to fuck with Wayne.
So joining NATO. That
a massive deal.
To me, sounds like I said before, it's a big fuck you to Putin because Putin hates NATO, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it offers the protections of other NATO countries in which invading or attacking in any way would constitute
an attack
global
on one is
war.
an attack on all.
Right, a global war because you're attacking all NATO allies when you're attacking one. So this in turn protects Finland from getting any of what's happening with Ukraine.
But it's seen as a provocation, according to Putin.
Yes, which he's gonna get pissy.
Yeah, with his big fat face because he's.
But he doesn't do it like he's sitting in his ivory tower.
Yeah, but come on, gay people is a provocation to Putin. So who the fuck cares?
Yeah, right. Said Fred went over there and they got punched in the face.
A friend of mine had he was at the Paralympics and he had his nails painted blue. I think they're really nice, beautiful color. And he got followed around by police because he had his fingernails painted.
I nearly didn't even get to Moscow. When me and Scott went to Moscow in 2010, they pulled me up. Like, they had to pull someone else in from the passport control. They were looking at my passport, looking at me, looking at my passport.
I mean, if you're traveling around with Scott, let's face it.
In all fairness,
Scott was straight through, and I looked at him and I went, mate, I might be in bother here.
Wait.
Wayne,
in all fairness, though, you look dodgy as fuck, so I can't really blame him.
Oh my god!
There's a difference.
Jartan, run a bath and then look into the water once it settles.
Hey, when I'm president of the world, everybody who has a The Muse tattoo will get shot.
Wow.
And you'll wish it was in the head, but it won't be.
And the thing is, Jartan, don't think I didn't realize you said The Muse.
That's what they're called, The Muse.
You heard that, did you? All right.
The Muse.
I heard it.
So, basically, I don't see the problem, right? So even the political party that I'm aligned to, which is the traditional leftist party, the Left Party, they're against this, and this is basically a point where I say, well, you're just wrong. Joining NATO is just a good thing to do. Just the whole Sweden is neutral thing. Sweden hasn't been neutral just because we haven't had a war on our soil in 500 years. We haven't stayed neutral. We've given weapons to conflicts. We've contributed with troops, and we've clearly aligned with the NATO countries. So the fact that we are just, kind of just making it.
Sorry, mate. Where were you deployed?
Don't want to talk about that. Let's move on.
Okay.
Not on air. Yeah, not on air.
Okay.
Not allowed to talk about everything.
Apologies.
We're fine.
And I was in Norway Armed Forces, not the Swedish, right? So, but Sweden has sent troops to inherently Western conflicts, and they've clearly aligned with the Western countries and with the NATO countries. So trying to say we are neutral like we were back in 1939 during the Second World War just doesn't work, because they've spent 80 years aligning with the West. So it's just basically signing a paper and nothing else would change. Except for the fact that, and NATO is kind of weird like that, right? So you have the Article 5 that says that, an attack on one NATO country is an attack on all NATO countries. But every country can decide for themselves what to send to aid the country that has been attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you're like, yeah, well, I'm just going to send, 10,000 bananas.
Those are good. They're full of potassium. They're good for you.
They're nuclear.
Yeah.
So basically, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I'm also from an inherently NATO country, and I grew up with grandparents who told stories about the Second World War and what happens if we don't have an alliance like NATO. So I'm all for it. I like NATO. I don't think that everything that NATO has done is good, but nothing is always good and always does.
It's better to be a part of NATO than it is to not be a part of NATO. I think that's the jux of it is that they're going to benefit. Finland is going to benefit from joining NATO, especially right now when we're facing massive war. That's going to break out.
And so is Sweden, and I really couldn't care less what sentiment Vladimir Putin has on the matter. I don't care. Like, he can go fuck himself for all I care. And when we went to Estonia, there was actually I don't know if Val has a picture still, but they had actually put outside of on the square there was this big sign in Estonian and in English, and it said, "Putin, can we please skip forward to the part where you put your gun in a mouth in a bunker somewhere?"
That's a reference to Hilton, or the Hitler, by the way.
Hitler.
Can we skip this ad where this 30-second ad where you're just doing this other bullshit and skip to the actual?
No, it's like those videos on Facebook where it's like, let me show you how to make this really intricate dessert, and you're like, no, I just want to see what it looks like.
Right.
Like, just skip to the end. Give me the last 10 seconds. That's all I need.
But it was we saw that side. It was like it was really funny because it was, and Estonia used to be a part of the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
Right. So
what didn't?
This is even further, like they're even more on the borders of Russia than we are, and they're like, no, Jesus Christ, just put your gun in your mouth, pull the trigger, and let's be done with it.
Terms of service, sir.
They are saying, I'm just referring to what they are saying.
You are saying the literal words. The bots don't know the difference. Terms of service, sir.
All right. Well,
that's what someone else said. Bots don't. We didn't say it was a quote.
It was. I was citing the sign.
Don't kill us.
All right, don't kill me. And Putin, if you hear me, I love you.
No.
No. Take that back.
And Ben Shapiro is very tall. Because
very tall.
Friend of the show.
And his wife's a doctor, apparently.
Friend of the show, Ravana, she's a TYT contributor. She got banned off Twitter. She got a perma ban for saying for calling Ben Shapiro a short bitch.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, that's all she said.
But
and they banned her from Twitter.
They don't like the truth? Is that what Twitter doesn't like the truth?
No. Yeah, no, it has to be something more than that.
That's yeah. Jenk did an episode on TYT, and then about 48 hours later, they gave it back to her. I was like, "Yeah, you don't want to fuck with that TYT crowd." They said, "No, give her back. We don't want this."
So yeah, Sweden, Finland should absolutely join NATO. Whatever Switzerland does, because they are where they are, I don't really fucking care what they do. I think that they should join the EU, and I think that they should join NATO, and that's only because I want to see what's on their bank records, because there's so much dodgy shit stashed away in those fucking vaults.
No.
I like no, but there's a reason. It's one of the wealthiest fucking countries in the world since 1930 something, and there's more bankers per capita than any other country in the world. And we know that the Nazis stashed a fuck ton of gold down there, and we know that they were very closely aligned with the Nazis
and the Vatican, but that's
and the Vatican.
The Vatican.
Y'all just trying to get us like actually black vanned. Well, y'all shut the fuck up. Why are you stop pissing off the Illuminati? I'm not trying to die today.
I just want to see the bank record.
No, you don't.
I want to see the papers.
No, we don't. He's lying. It was a joke. Shut up, man. What are you trying to do? What's that? I hear helicopters outside. Oh, that's strange. Yeah. That's strange. They're landing right in the backyard. Huh.
There's something wrong with my screen.
Everything Mikey, just shuts off.
Mikey, does Disney own the Illuminati too? Because now,
yes,
shut up.
Actually, yes, they do.
Mikey, which member of the Illuminati would you be? I can see you as Reed Richards.
Dude, I wish the Illuminati was just like, yes, and we will control the. Then the head guy comes and is like, look, this is Jeff. He's from Disney, and I want to have a talk with you guys about how we're gonna move forward. And that would have been a fun conversation to hear the Illuminati explain to the rest of the Illuminati that Disney bought them.
I can see Jartan being Black Bolt in that film.
Oh, please.
So yeah, basically that's my 2 cents. I think that alliances have kept the peace in Europe for 80 years, and the alliance that we have needs to be strong. And getting out of alliance, say the EU, isn't really a good idea either.
No, I'd say you should be a part of the EU. It's safer.
So, yes. Yeah.
It's safer. It's better for your economy. It's better for travel.
Yeah.
And it's better for the environment. And it's just a better idea. Like, if you're part of the EU, you should remain part of the EU.
Yeah, Jartan, come on into the EU with me. Oh. Why is it so dark in here?
See, Wayne, you're the friend that you invite them to the restaurant, you start putting tables together, but there was a limit to how many people that they could have at the table. So you guys are the like you're
satellite
in the
table
corner like this, just like listening in to everybody's conversation, but you can't actually join. And you can't have the appetizers.
I'll give you a better.
That calamari is mine.
We are the little match girl. We're rubbing her hand on the window. Looking, it looks so nice in there.
You ever go out drinking and then like you got to grab an Uber to get back, and then like the friends in the front seat, and then you're in the back seat, and then there's other in the back seat, and the driver and the guy up front, they have to make their own conversation, because if you're up front, you have no idea what the fuck they're saying in the back. So now you're like stuck in this awkward conversation. It's like, so how long you been driving? Nice car, man. Nice car.
Yeah. Been busy today, mate.
Yeah.
It's a busy day. It's a busy day.
I hear people go by the airport.
Yeah.
Fun fact, by the way. Fun fact, by the way. I've never taken an Uber. Never.
Neither have I.
It's great.
Neither have I.
It's great.
You don't go up a tree. Just
Ubers are illegal.
What?
Uber is illegal.
Why?
Because you need to have a taxi ID, and there's very strict regulations on who and how you can own a taxi cab over here. So you're not allowed to just chauffeur people around in an Uber without having the proper, certificates and IDs and yeah.
So it's a bureaucracy kind of thing.
No, if you go through the proper the council channels of being like we call it DBS checked, which is basically criminal records check to make sure you're not a wrong un. Over here, you can do what you like.
I mean, you still have to. I mean, for Uber, you still have to do a background check, and then you have to have more.
Yeah, not really.
I literally am a fucking Uber driver. So
yeah, but it's kind of like very wafer thin when it comes to that, as opposed
go on
to a
then.
cab
Go on
driver.
then. Go on then, Wayne. Tell me all about my experience as an Uber driver.
No, I'm talking about over here, Mikey.
Well, that's not what I was talking about when you talked over me. So can I finish what I was saying?
Of course you can, Mikey.
Thank you, sir.
Please.
There's a little bit of a background check. The only thing that they majorly make you upgrade and do because you're driving around people is your insurance. They make you upgrade your insurance for like bodily injury inside the car and stuff like that. But other than that, it's kind of like, hey, turn on the app and drive to the spot. Easy peasy.
Yeah. See, over here, you have to be a taxi driver, a licensed taxi driver, you have to have an advanced DBS check, and you have to pass a certain test with the local council. To be an Uber driver, you just have to sign up.
Make sure you got a long cord for your phone, and you're good to go.
Pretty much.
Do you have a charger for your phone? Does your car have wheels? Welcome to Uber.
Exactly. Whereas a taxi driver, that's why there's so much heat between London black cabs and Uber, because they have to do
fake ones.
They have to do the knowledge. The knowledge is
stupid.
Intense.
So but right before the pandemic, it was great because we in California voted to basically turn gig workers outside of independent contractors and actually allow them to have health insurance and
you monsters
and unionize and insurance and shit like that. And we in very progressive California decided no, that we wouldn't allow them. They had to be independent contractors. We were thinking because they were those advertisements that we get said, oh yeah, no, if we'll Uber and Lyft, and they're like, no, we'll take care of them. Don't worry, we'll give them better benefits and stuff like that. And people believed these big corporations.
Yeah, that sounded like a
believed them, and they raised the prices of the trips, and then the pandemic hit and raised the prices on the trips. And nobody got protections because if you caught COVID, you didn't have the health benefits. You were either driving or not. We screwed over gig workers, and we will continue to screw over gig workers.
Yep.
Because you know where it all started. You know where all this gig work started.
Yeah,
California.
Yeah,
I would just say the gig economy is one of the most toxic things that we've seen to workers' rights in forever. And
we help.
If you want, but if you just want to see how bad it can get, look at John Oliver's episode on truck drivers.
Old Zazu.
The thing about the gig economy is basically, please sir, can I have some more?
Yeah.
Because what we do is we stand there on the line waiting to get a gig, and then when we get a gig, we fall back in line. Oh, I'm not getting a gig today. I'll come back tomorrow. When it comes to you, but when it comes to like unions protecting workers' rights, it's demonized in the capitalist media because being a unionized worker is a bad thing because it means you're taking money out of the boss's pocket to benefit you, the worker, the geezer that provides the capital for them.
Yeah.
So if we can lessen the amount of money we need to give to that gig worker, we're golden. And yet, if they're appreciative of it, they're fine.
Congratulations to Starbucks for unionizing.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah. All right. So
don't fuck it up. Like a lot of I don't want to shit on unions because I know everyone's fucking pro union. There's a lot of fucking shitty fucking unions out there that it's on top of the fucking predatory company, the union is just sucking you dry as well.
Yeah,
because the union gets corrupted by the capitalist narrative, and that's the problem. If you go on, Charlton, sorry.
The reason we have the wages that we have over here, and why everybody is entitled to a certain wage and only needs one job to have, can afford what they do. They don't have to need 3. All of this, it's because of unions.
There you go.
Yeah, all of this, and over the last 5 to 10 years, right? Even the unions over here has started to become weaker, have fewer and fewer members. And what happened just 2 years ago? Well, our employment security went to shit. They fucking tore it apart, and what they came back with was absolutely fucking horrible. And people don't really care because people are so complacent now. People are so happy because everything is going. People are like, I don't need to go to a union. I don't need a union. It just costs me a lot of money. And then you ask them, all right, but do you have this wage? Do you have that? Do you know why you have that? Do you know that you have that because people fought? The union fought for you for years. People unionized and they made sure. And now, nurses in Sweden, fucking horrible. They don't unionize, but they walk around all of the time saying like, we get paid too little. All right, fucking pay your union. But then their union is so weak, they actually can't go on strike.
But this is Jartan, you're proving my point. This is where capitalism has absolutely corrupted unions.
Yeah. So no, it hasn't corrupted the unions. It has corrupted us because we don't join the unions anymore because this is good enough. We don't need any more than this.
Yeah, we're told no, you don't need it because this is A, B, C, D, E is going to happen if you do. But my parents my parents have been teachers. They teach public school teachers. Without the public school unions, the teachers unions, literally teachers would not have health insurance. They would not. They actually would not have any health insurance without the teachers unions, and because they negotiated it, they got it. Anyway, I have
go for it.
One more, just to shock you guys forever.
Brenna, before you do, I have to shoot off. I've got some urgent stuff to do up there.
Bye bye, baby.
Do it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You guys are going to be shocked, but guess what happened yesterday? Just to let you know that we just got out of allergy season, so you know what that means.
It's time for
fire season.
Smoke black cloud season.
So I think they say Laguna Beach neighborhood, but that's where they're where the smoke's all going. But Laguna Niguel is on fire. So Laguna Niguel is south of where I am. It's what we call South County here in Orange County, but it's right in a canyon. So when it's in a canyon, all of that smoke and wind and stuff go like up the canyon and then just spreads out across most of the South Orange County area. So so you guys should be shocked and awed at the fact that California is on fire. But basically, I just want to say if anybody is within that area, please watch out for evacuation orders. There is mandatory evacuation down there. There are also warning zones, but make smart choices, especially if you have animals and if you have small children. You need to make sure that you get out of there as soon as you can, because health and safety is key. So, but fire season just started. Isn't that exciting?
Here we are again. You guys
forgot to rake.
You guys should have like there's Christmas time music. I mean, it's a season, right? Fire season. Maybe Ohio players.
I actually start listening to those songs that are involved like fire, like We Didn't Start the Fire. What is it that Kenny Chesney song, that the country song, that Setting the World on Fire. There's what's it called?
The Ohio players.
Girl is on fire.
There you go. Smash Mouth. My World's on Fire. How yours?
There you go.
What?
Never get bored.
They have more than one
now.
song?
Yeah.
Nope. That was still All Star.
That was still All Star. I just wanted to know.
They have like 2.
Yeah, well, my world's on fire. How about yours? Yeah, I remember now. So, before we go, congratulations on your fire season.
Yeah, fire season has officially started. So, like, we have to put up the decorations to just watch them burn. So
yeah.
It's a bunch of sparklers.
Yeah. No.
So
fire season. I'm just happy because allergy season is over, and that's like my least favorite season for very.
So when they wrote that song, "We Don't Need No More to Let the Motherfucker Burn,"
yeah,
it was basically just their Christmas, their fire season decoration.
Okay, we desperately need a fire season playlist.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
I want fire season, fire smoke, all that stuff. Fire season.
If you guys have Spotify, make a playlist with your best fire season tracks on it, and then send it to us on Twitter or something at TheBinPodcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
I will dance to it.
Our last topic of the day is we're going to go back to the horrible uprising and riots in Sweden that we talked about a couple of weeks ago.
Oh my God! Do they have another folding chair?
Horrible in comparison to what we have, because I think we could blow you guys away.
You guys suck at right.
I mean, throwing a rock into a
armored vehicle,
into a riot vehicle, and watch it bounce back.
Right. In all fairness, a total of
guns.
Some cops were badly injured. Some police vehicles were burned. What I show you is basically just the laughability about it. Yeah, it was just it was just the laughability about it and how it was blown up in our media. While what we've seen from other countries is just fuck it. The leader of the Christian Democrat Party went on a TV show and said, basically, I don't understand why the police didn't fire live bullets into the crowd. Then we would have had 100 rioters, 100 Islamist extremists, Muslim extremists injured, and not 100 police officers injured. And I was like, dude, what the fuck?
I think I'm having a seizure right now.
Yeah, and
Christ.
So this is what the leader of the Christian Democrat Party said. It's like, when somebody does something, we are going to do something 10 times back. She was just like going full fucking despotic dictator.
Jesus.
Just like, if you bring rocks, we'll bring cannon fire. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's like, if you throw anything at us, we'll come out with tanks and flamethrowers. It's just
that's appropriate.
Idiotic. It's just idiotic.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was that she got blasted the fuck for saying this, right? And then she tried to do the whole, gaslighting thing where she said, like, no, that's not what I meant. But it's on tape. It's on tape. It was in an interview on TV. It was not a secret conversation over the phone with a bad picture of fucking Bigfoot in the background. This was, full HD fucking ultra 4K transmitted
No,
over
not
the internet to
60
everybody.
She got caught saying that shit at 60 frames a second. You can't let them catch you at
Yeah.
60 frames a second.
No. Make sure that you do the whole 1970s Bigfoot picture thing if you're going to play something stupid like
That 48K audio.
So basically,
Sound?
some weeks later, there was this. Well, the week after, the weekend after, there was what's called the L Gala, which is basically our equivalent to the Met Gala.
Right.
You know, the rich and famous go and
Snooty
show
Snoop.
off, whatever stupid thing.
Look at all this money I have.
Ooh, I have gold. I'm wearing a suit made out of gold bubble wrap.
And just give me a second. I'm gonna pull up this picture for you real quick.
You got about 7 minutes and 30 seconds, and this episode is over.
Yeah, yep. I'm getting exhausted.
I'm keeping us tight at 2 hours from now on. If anything
good.
past 2 hours, it's just not being recorded. Talk all you want.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just gonna go into her.
Are you trying to leave so that you can touch my girl?
I already touched her. What you gonna do now? And she liked it.
Oh, it was pity.
And I brought home groceries. I gotta make dinner. And
what are you making me?
I think we're gonna do steak tonight. I got some thin slice, boneless New York strips. Nice. I got some little potatoes, and I think I got some carrots somewhere around there. If not, I'll do a little side salad.
All right. So she posted, before we go into this gala, she also posted this to, show a bit off and also show some solidarity to Ukraine.
I'm over here trying to read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I'm only on level 1. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that word means or is it and?
I can see symbol.
All right, look at the pictures. Don't let you read it. All right. Basically, she just posted, these pictures where she looks fierce as fuck.
Yeah, she's very beautiful.
Yeah, and a few hours later, the El Gala said, "Well, you're not welcome," because another of our guests said, "If she's coming, I'm not coming," based on these comments that she's made. So we go. She wasn't allowed to come. And now people are like, my freedom of speech. You're not allowed to say anything. It's like, why should a woman not be allowed to go to the gala because she's said something and then tried to make it into a woman's issue? But it wasn't really a woman's issue. And they were like, it's just because she's a politician. Yes, she was invited because she's a famous politician. That was a reason for her being there. And then she said something that made everybody else go, hey, I'm out. If she's there, I'm out. They had to make a choice, and they took the one that's less toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Which I would do, right?
I think a lot of people get confused with the free speech thing because it's the government's not allowed to hinder your speech. Not I can't. Well, they don't want to invite me because I said something, so that's eliminating my free speech. It's like they're not the government. The Met Gala or the El Gala is not the government. That's not what that's not who you're protected from.
And yeah, so basically it's just
I hope she went out on the town anyway in that dress because
that
was hot.
Brenda's like, where's she now?
Yeah.
Where is she?
Gorgeous. Tall and
gorgeous. I just want to tell her.
Yeah.
In her ear.
Hello.
Yeah.
From behind.
And absolutely. But the one thing that I saw in this picture that I really, so I feel like it's not, something doesn't have anything to do with freedom of speech, doesn't have anything to do with that. It's just they chose the less toxic person, one put it out. But can we talk about the fact that it looks like she's got some $2 clip-on fucking hair?
It's a ponytail.
No, it looks like horse's hair. Like she has.
It's a low pony.
No, she has low. She doesn't have that long hair, and it doesn't even match the rest of her hair.
Oh, look at you! Look at you!
Oh my
Let her
God.
live, Jartan. You know how hard it is to match hair colors.
I'm sorry, but if I put extensions in my hair, they would be this color, which means that they don't match the top of my head. The ombre is a fashion statement.
Absolutely. But
it's like when darker roots were in, people were like, those are trashy, but no, that's just fashion.
Absolutely.
You don't even get it, Jartan. You don't.
Yeah,
even
hello.
No, I
I'm
don't.
sorry.
I really don't.
Like you
don't you get it?
Read a fashion magazine.
Yeah.
Like,
why don't you read it?
No, I don't.
Why don't you open it up and read it?
Just flip through it.
Oh, actually, don't lick your thumb. People lick their fucking thumb. That shit is nasty. Stop it. Especially with money. Don't lick your finger, count money, and then lick your finger again.
No. This is how you do.
Just get the gun, the little money throwing machine.
Oh, I love those things.
I tried doing that once, but I'm surprised it just went like this.
Yeah, just all the coins just hit
all the coins just like
just a handful of pennies.
Was super angry with me because like she lost an eye and a leg. It was horrible.
She stepped on a nickel with her heel and just lost her balance, and then that was
yeah. And then I started like pounding her with all the other coins that I had, and I hit her in the eye. It was.
You opened up the coin roll, and
I was about to say, Jartan, at least unravel the coins before you throw them at.
Take the coins out of the sock first.
Right. A big thud.
I can't even afford one of those rolls. I was just tossing my piggy bank on it.
Oh god, just standing there in the middle of a stage, there's a spotlight, and then these piggy banks from all directions just start descending in.
He's so poor. I had to throw IOUs.
I just wrote her bad checks.
I always use bar napkins.
Used bar napkins.
Used bar napkins.
Okay, we're going off the rails.
Yeah. All right. By the way, guys,
60 seconds.
We're just gonna thank you. So, Mikey, your turn to talk us out.
Well, guys, it's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this was episode 13 of season 2, Thrust from the Lumbar. And for me, Mikey, Brenna, Jartan, and Wayne, we will see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Fuck Moonlight.